Hey guys, so I didn't even film an outro yesterday just because we were so tired after the excursion and just so at least I was in awe of everything we saw. But today we are in Skagway, which is our next port, and I think the plan is we're going to walk around the town a little bit, and we have a hiking excursion which will take us through the Tongass Rainforest. Pretty excited about that, and I believe we'll be taking a van of some sort along the White Pass Trail. There's a famous railroad that goes up and is kind of what the gold miners used. So it kind of traces their path of what they used during the gold rush. So it's kind of cloudy out, but it should still be a nice day. I hope to see some wildlife, and it should be just a fun day. Here's a look at today's breakfast. We're back at the buffet. These hash browns, which are my favorite thing ever. I got some more of those. I got some potatoes with peppers and onions. Bacon. This is like a breakfast sandwich with ham and scrambled eggs. So we are off the ship in Skagway. That's our boat right there with the beautiful mountains in the background. We got a couple other cruise ship friends over there. And then we are currently walking towards town. But man, look at those mountains. We're gonna be hiking somewhere in those later today. Here's the famous White Pass Rail. We were gonna do this, but A, it's sold out, and B, we both had kind of had enough time on a train for this trip. But this is still a very popular activity to do in Skagway. This one, Skagway, couldn't get any better. My favorite dog ever, a Basset Hound, is here. This is the site of one of the original saloons here in Skagway. It said that popular dishes were spare ribs and enchiladas. Just off the main drag of Skagway is this Moore homestead. It's kind of cool. They've recreated all the rooms in this house like photographs of the Moore house and how it looked like when they lived in it. So I'm walking around the chicken coop area of the Moore house, and it sounds like William Moore was the first settler in Skagway. He was an experienced gold miner, and he thought that Skagway would be like a great place for gold mining to take off. So he built this permanent residence before the big rush came in. Grabbed a latte from Bites on Broadway as we continue our walk down Skagway. This Jewelry Land font looks familiar. This Red Onion Saloon is another popular spot. This is established 1898. This is one of the spots where in season you can see some of the salmon swimming upstream. We heard on ship that it's a little too early, so I don't know if we're gonna see any salmon, but we'll keep our eyes open. Here's a better look at this Wyland mural that's on the front of our ship. Really, really cool. So on this rock, there's a bunch of cruise ship tags, telling who the captain is and all that. And I'm wondering if they're doing our ship right here. That would be pretty cool. I was wondering how they got these on here. It's like they just use a cherry picker. So we're done with our exploring of the main area, the main street of Skagway. A lot of cool shops. I think I liked this port area more than Juneau. But now we're just taking a quick break back on the ship, drop off some stuff that we bought in Skagway, and grab a quick soda before we head out on our hiking adventure. This atrium area turns into a movie theater during port stops, so that's kind of cool if you want to stay on the ship and enjoy a movie. Here's the van for today's excursion with Alaskan mountain guides.
If you guys are really quiet, if the wind hits it just right, you can hear country roads playing.
Looks like we got to put on helmets, and there's some zip liners across the way too. Got to put on some pretty sweet helmets here, and we're off. obstacles and different elements. Just challenging enough for me, so I loved it. Yeah, we got to rappel down, climb up, like it was awesome. But now we're gonna try some Spruce tip beer from the Skagway Brewing Company. Let's go check that out. This is the beer I'm trying, the Spruce Tip Blonde Ale. It has hand-picked Sitka spruce tree tips that just add to this flavor. Our guide told us that he isn't even that big of a beer fan and he loves this beer, so I'm very excited to try it. We're sitting right next to these tanks and you can just smell the beer brewing, so it's a really, really cool atmosphere in here. All right, this is my first sip of the Spruce Tip. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I would call this an easy to drink. This is a blonde ale. Easy to drink blonde ale. It's very like refreshing, and it's so neat to know that those tips of the spruce that we saw in our hike is incorporated into this beer. Like, that's awesome to me. So I'm loving this this place and this beer. This Skagway brewery also has a full menu, but you can see the bar area right here. We're kind of sitting in the high top area. There's a pool table right there and kind of like one of those like bar shuffleboard games, as well as a full foosball table. And you can see all the different bottles on the wall back there. They do have a gift shop as well, so I definitely want to check that out before we leave. I don't think I ever got this building, but I wanted to make sure I did in the video. It's the most photographed building in Skagwood. It's made all out of driftwood, I believe our guide told us earlier. Here's the latest progress on that rock mural. So if you sail into Skagway, keep out a look for the Norwegian Bliss marked there. We're sitting here actually in the buffet area, but the observation deck is right below us, and just wow, look at this view. We've seen several waterfalls and it's just gorgeous. But we had reservations tonight for one of the stage shows called Havana. Fortunately, no filming is allowed, but it is one of their two major stage shows, so it should be good. Tonight's towel animal seems to be a turtle or a dinosaur of some sort. He reused the dog one for 2 nights, so we only have had this one and a dog so far. But with that wraps up our night on day 4? Yeah, on day 4 of the Norwegian Bliss. Tomorrow we cruise through Glacier Bay, which I'm very excited about. It seems to be a definite highlight of any Alaskan cruise. It's going to be an early morning, going to set the alarm for 6 o'clock in the morning because a park ranger is actually going to be on board starting at 7, giving information about everything we're seeing. Definitely a chance to use the binoculars I brought with us. It should be exciting. I hope we see a lot of wildlife, and I know we'll see a lot of beauty. So thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe and follow us for more around Alaska.